Yeah.
Hi
Dali lang,
everyone!
nangungulangot ako eh.
Sorry. And then the third one that we're going to tackle is
Transportation costs. And
transportation
you'd also be
costs.
surprised it's not that expensive to get
Yes.
around here in Shanghai. We have a number of options. You can take a bus. There are a lot of bus stops situated around the city, and their bus routes are very extensive. You can get almost anywhere. The fare is fixed. Near or far, it costs only 2 RMB. They accept cash, however, there's no change. The IC card, and as well as WeChat or Alipay. There's an LED screen to let you know at which stop you are arriving. And yes, they have English translation.
Second one is you can actually take subway or metro. So metro, it can go from, I would say, 3 RMB up to 10 RMB, something like that, depending on the distance. Like for example, my workplace from here is like 16 kilometers. So going there, it's 5 RMB.
So that's like 30
Yeah,
30 pesos.
16
35.
kilometers, 5 RMB, and that is like how many stops? I would say.
That's like 2 interchanges and a lot of stops already.
Yeah, so maybe I would say 15 stops if I'm not mistaken, 15 stations, and it just cost me 5 RMB. And it's back and forth. So in one day, it's 10 RMB, which is like how much? 70,
Like 70 pesos.
70 pesos. And that is what? 32 kilometers. It's 16 kilometers going to my work and going back to this place. So another 16 kilometers is 32 kilometers, and it's just
Like
70 pesos. It's actually very cheap. That is for the subway or metro. It could be even cheaper if the distance is a bit short. What are the other options?
Bus, metro. Of course, there's taxi here.
Yeah.
And the fare varies. The flag down rate varies. If it's day or night, I think they have they're more expensive by 2 RMB at night, if I'm not mistaken.
3 RMB.
3 RMB,
So
like
actually-
after 10?
After 10, yeah. So after, it's 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. The fall down rate is around 17 RMB, something like that. And then during the normal time,
14.
is 14 RMB. That is for the taxi. Well, of course, depending on the distance, but roughly, for example, from my 16 kilometers from my workplace to here, it's 50 RMB only. 50 RMB.
300
Pesos. 15 RMB for 16 kilometers distance. It's actually pretty cheap, right?
I think so.
And then what else? So taxi, we have also Didi.
Didi is like the Grab or
Or
Uber
Uber.
version here in China, and it's private cars, but you can also hail taxis from there, and you can have the option of, I guess, the affordable one, which they call Express. And then they have the what's the other one? You pay
Select.
a little, Select, so it's a much nicer model of car, and they
The
have
other one is the Premier.
Premier.
Yeah, Premier.
Premier one, where we actually rode a
Like Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, I remember.
And then there's
So for Didi, it's actually a little bit cheaper compared with the taxi. Like
because
the
they
normal
have some
taxi.
promos.
Yeah, promotion, like
10%
roughly 10
off,
RMB.
15% off.
Yeah, usually 10 RMB to 12 RMB.
You know, you can also have shared bikes.
Yes.
Here, the good thing is they really promote people riding bikes, like even it's like e-bikes anywhere.
How much did you say?
I think it's 1 RMB. 1
Nakalimutan
RMB
sabihin
per
ko
ride.
magkano.
Yes, 1 RMB.
Yeah,
So
1
it's not even
RMB.
10 pesos, and then
Yeah.
you also get exercise already. So that's very good.
Yeah, so that is for the transportation. I think we got it covered, everything. And the other next topic that we're gonna cover is the healthcare. Okay, so healthcare, I would say they have a good healthcare system here. Yeah, working in the healthcare industry, I would say that they have a very systematic healthcare system here. So for the local Chinese, they have this what they call Yi-Bao-Ka. Yi-Bao-Ka means
like the social...
Yeah, social insurance card, something like that. But of course, every now and then, I think it depends on the labor contract. Sometimes your employer will top that up every month. So, or you can speak Chinese, or you have a friend who speaks Chinese, then you can actually go to local hospitals. So the local hospitals, they have here what they say, Gua Hao Fei. Gua Hao Fei is the registration fee, which only costs maybe 10 to 30 RMB. So that's the conversion. So that is, for you to see a doctor, it's only 10 to 30 RMB.
Yes.
And the medications...
Yeah, she took me before because I don't speak Chinese. And then I had an ear infection because I was swimming.
It's really very cheap, so the registration fee...
I only paid 70 RMB.
Yeah, seeing a doctor, it's will only cost you less than 100 RMB. And that is with the medications.
Medication. I was super surprised because it's 70 RMB.
That is for the healthcare system. So you don't really have to pay per se for the consultation fee. Yeah, you just need to pay registration fee, which is what they call Gua Hao Fei, and then that's it already. And then you get your medications, and that's it. But it's just the down part is that when you go to local hospital, they just speak Chinese. So you really have to get someone who speaks Chinese with you for you to understand. Yeah, for you to understand the doctor. And I would say the doctors here are pretty good. Yeah, really pretty good. That is for local hospital. And of course, if you are expat and you have insurance or your company will cover all your health, all your medical expenses, then of course there is also an international hospital or clinic here. So if you're interested, like, you know, you don't want any language barrier, you want to understand more of your medical condition, and you can contact me. If you're wondering how much will it cost you if you see a doctor in an international hospital or clinic, so the consultation fee roughly from 900 to 2,000 RMB. Okay, so I think that is for the healthcare. And next one is the food and groceries and recreation. Hello! So we are now sa grocery store. So, pakita namin sa inyo kung magkano yung mga vegetables at fruits dito. So, we start sa fruits. So, for example, yung kanilang blueberry. So, it costs 21.9 RMB. The conversion is here. And if you wanna get some apples, then apples will cost 18.9 RMB. The conversion is here too. And ito yung vegetables nila. So for example, you'll get one, ano to? Sibuyas. Sibuyas ba to? Hindi, yan sibuyas. Hindi ko alam kung ano ba yan. Hindi sibuyas. Ay, pang salad. So this one, for example, for a tomato, it costs 12.9 RMB.
Ito ba yan?
For bananas, it costs 9.9 RMB. And then let's go to the vegetables. Like, for example, ito, nyari yung garlic, 2.95 RMB. Tapos, yung onions, ito yung onions, 6.9 RMB. So, red onions, white onions, 5.9 RMB. Tapos yung vegetables nila, ito, pechay. Yung pechay nila, ganyan kalaki na. Ganyan kalaki na siya. Ganyan kadami na siya. 6.9 RMB. Tapos yung celery siya, di ba? Di ba celery to? Yan, 10.8 RMB. So yung broccoli nila, ganyan, 7.9 RMB. Tapos depending sa sa type ng corn, may iba't ibang ranges siya. So merong 13.9, 12.9, 8.8, depende sa type ng corn. So, yan. Sa eggs naman, we usually buy this. Kasi ito kasi yung parang organic egg nila. So, 30.8. Yan. Tapos, sa meat naman, alam mo, masarap daw to. Nakikita ko to. Sarap daw yan. So, sa meat naman nila, kunyari, pag ganitong ano ba to? Wings ba to? Chicken wings? Yan, mga 40 RMB, 39.8 RMB. Tapos yung kapag talagang thighs lang siya, yan.
Breast?
Breast siya, 10.9. Breast pala to. 10.9. This is 360 grams. 360 grams, 10.9 RMB. Hello, everyone! Okay, so, we are spending our day off today at
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Ayun, so, as usual, andito naman kami sa, again, yung, hindi naman tambayan, pero parang lagi lang natin pinupuntahan, feeling ko. O parang go-to natin pagka gusto natin kumain, gusto natin maglakad-lakad. Ayan, so, ang in-order namin is Shake Shack Burger, yung Shack Burger nila. Shanghai Dog. Tapos,
Shakago dog.
Shanghai.
Parang medyo magandang to. Pakinggan. Pero
Shakago.
mali natin, Shakago.
Shakago Dog.
Parang
Shakago Dog.
din eh.
Oo, parang
Shaka,
Shaka. Oo. Tapos cheese fries. So, ayan siya. Ito yung price niya.
At binigyan kami ng ganito
Oo.
na inaantay namin na manginig
Nanginginig na lang yan.
para pick upin na.
Oo. Pagka nanginig na siya, ibig sabihin, it's ready to pick up na.
Dahil mo itry yung...
Ayan, nakalagay Patience, Young Burger Jedi. Sino nakalagay? Patience, Young Burger Jedi.
Kaupo lang namin. So much, malalaman nyo gano'n baka bilis.
Ang serving.
I-serve.
Kaupo lang namin. Actually, lagi natin no-order. Katulad ng sabi namin, we are habits of
Creatures of habits.
Creatures of habit.
Mahirap naman yun na habit tayo ng creature.
Ay, nako.
Creatures of habit.
Oo, na kapag pag may in-order kami, yun na yung parating in-order namin. But this time, I tried
The hot dog.
Oh,
Ayan
yan
na, nanginginig na siya.
Ayan, nanginginig na siya.
I will get it.
Oo. You will get it kasi ikaw yung nasa ayun, so parang mga 5 minutes yung waiting time. Mabilis naman yung serving nila kasi hindi masyadong maraming tao. And this is our food. Tcharam!
Wow!
Okay, let's pray first. So, ayan. Ito yung in-order ko. Nandaran dyan. Dyan. Hindi ko pala ito na-try. We'll see how...
Maganda, may meron pang pickles,
Kaya nga meron pang
sibuyas,
onion. Oo.
tomato,
I know.
the tissue.
Ang cute. Cheesy fries in order namin.
So, normal shock burger.
Natin ng cheese. Bigyan ko ng cheese yung hotdog ko. Let's see. So, katulad namin sabi dito, pagdating sa food, Shanghai can be both very cheap and expensive. Depende sa kung saan mo gusto kumain at sa ano yung gusto mong kainin.
Hindi ko alam kung magkano ang Shake Shack sa Pilipinas. Ito magkano ito? This one is 47 RMB.
Let's say 50 RMB. So, in peso, times 7.
350?
350 pesos.
Ang ganda na siya kalaki.
Masarap din ito, ahal. First time ko.
Sabi,
At bunga.
piniligan mo na, ba't siya maanghang?
Hindi siya manghang. Hala. Wait lang. Tako eh.
Cheesy. Okay. Hindi siya, nasa 10 minutes pa lang tayo. Ibig sabihin na serve yung pagkain yung 10 minutes.
Sabi ko kayo ng 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Tapos 5 minutes na kumakain. Ang bilis natin kumain.
Yeah, sabihin ko sana medyo pa-sweet pa tayo dahil 5 minutes hindi pa ubos yung pagkain.
Usually naman, gano'n ba kabilis na kumain? Hindi naman. Sobra naman to.
No, we don't time it. That's why.
Sarap ng cheesy fries nila.
Asim ng pickles.
Meron pang pickles na matamis.
Asim.
Hindi kami nag-order ng drinks nila dito kasi yung last time na na-try natin, ang tamis ng lemonade, ang tamis ng shake. Basta tamis ako.
Galit ko siya sa matatamis na bagay.
Hindi naman galit.
Kaya ng shake.
We just need to avoid or, lessen. So, ang total bill namin ngayon is 120 RMB.
Hindi nakagat ako maanghang. Parang siya may, sili.
Arte kasi kumain. So, 120 RMB, meron ng isang burger, isang hotdog, tapos isang cheesy fries. That is how much? 1,000 pesos?
Di ba?
I'm not sure kung magkano yung Shake Shack sa Pinas. Kano ba? Alam mo?
Wala pang 1,000 pa. I don't know if it's much expensive or less.
Nakatayin yung bata.
So, bakit?
Wala lang.
Nanood siya? Alam ko na bakit maanghang.
Bakit?
Kasi sinasawsaw mo yung hot sauce dun sa
Saan? Anong ginawa ko?
sa cheese at saka dyan sa ketchup. Yan, nung paglagay ko ng ketchup, meron ako na maanghang.
Baka hindi mo na sinasadya ka nung ko. Ano na ba? May pogi ayaw.
Ano? Sabi niya
Ang pogi ni Kuya. Sana nakakita namin.
Si Lola naka-shake.
Oo nga, no?
Like pa tayo ni Lola.
Oo.
Yan naman yung healthy mulberry.
Craving satisfied.
Kaya maanghang
Bakit? Anong nagawa ko?
Sinasawsaw mo muna dun sa hot sauce, tapos lalagay mo dun sa cheese sauce. Tapos ako naman sasawsaw dun sa cheese. Feeling ko nangangapal na yung labi ko.
Sobrang naman to. Nangangapal. Makapal naman na talaga labi ko. Tanisi ka pa ng hot sauce. Ayan. Ano na kami? Busog tutal na kami. Ubos.
busog. So, busog na kami.
Busog na kami.
Mamaya na lang uli.
See you na lang later. Bye!
For recreational activities, we were looking for something fun, something to make our body stronger, and at the same time learn a new skill like self-defense. There's a lot of gyms like this, but we chose a Boro because their instructors can speak English. They also offer yoga, Krav Maga, and boxing. If you are interested in sports like badminton, basketball, or swimming, there are also other gyms that offer this, and they have lots of sports complex here in China. Nakasakay na po.
Ayan, so nakasakay na kami ng taxi. So to wrap up our cost of living here in China. So basically nasabi namin sa inyo kung magkano yung house rental namin, yung electricity bills, water bills, tapos yung internet, tapos yung pinapag-groceryhan namin, dinala na namin kayo.
Tapos typical na kainan.
Tapos yung typical na kainan na kinakainan namin, and we will show you more of I would say food choices here in China, here in Shanghai.
Hindi siya kaya ng isang video.
Hindi siya kaya ng isang video, and now we are taking taxi as our mode of transportation. So if you ask us, it really depends on your lifestyle. Like kung it can be very cheap here, as what I said. I have said this many times already, and it can be very expensive. So it depends. So for us, siguro sa amin, because I would say na we work so hard, like, you know, from Monday to Friday, we work so hard. So at least from time to time, we try to splurge or to reward ourselves. So, kumbaga, kung pwede namang taxihin, edi magta-taxi kami, hindi kami maglalakad.
Depende sa energy and pagod level.
If you want to have more comfortable life or much convenient, though I'm not saying na hindi convenient ang mag-bus at mag-subway, kasi dito talaga sobrang convenient. Pero kasi yung taxi, kumbaga door to door, bababa ka na lang, alam mo yun?
Wala masyadong effort.
So, tas yung kanina kinain namin, nag-shake shack kami, it cost us 120 RMB, whereas actually, if you want to eat to some local fast food chain or local restaurant, actually, it can be much cheaper. Half or even way cheaper. Kasi, for 2 persons, siguro it will only cost you from 30 to 100 RMB. Mura lang talaga, promise. So, pag sobrang dami in-order mo, of course, it can go up to more than 100 RMB. Pero kung sakto lang talaga for 2 people, siguro 30 RMB, 40 RMB, 50 RMB, ganyan. But, if you eat in a, I would say, restaurant, kasi yung kinain namin ni Aya, parang ano lang yun. Actually, sakto lang siya, 120 RMB. But if you eat in a restaurant, like fine dining, siguro I would say 500 RMB, 600 RMB, yun yung average. Tapos yung mga buffet nila dito, for lunch buffet, siguro 200 to 300 RMB. Tapos for dinner buffet, siguro mga 500 to 600 RMB. Depende kung kung anong restaurant kung anong hotel kakakain, ganyan.
I hope you look forward to more adventures here in Shanghai as we introduce to you the city and the things that we love to do, and maybe new things that we will try.
And again, this is Kaya. So please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Bye!
So that's a wrap, guys. We'll see you on our next adventure. And don't forget to share, to like, and to subscribe. #Kaya everything. Thank you!